I'm Bear, and this is Babu.
And today we are going to make you a delicious skillet bread that has some cheddar cheese in it and some herbs.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be fantastic. And we are going to do, as always, no need to write anything down. We're going to have all of it listed either on screen or down below.
And if you like what you see and you'd like to help support us, make sure and click that subscribe button below. You know you want to.
You better. All right, let's get started. So, what we have in this bowl is 3 cups of flour. And we're going to add some dry ingredients.
Yes, we are. We always start with the dry and then we move to the wet.
Awesome. What are we adding?
Okay. We are adding some sugar.
Nice. And what is this?
That is Italian seasoning and garlic.
Lovely. We'll add that.
That's going to add a lot of nice aroma.
Next.
And we have some salt.
Oh, I love salt in my bread.
And some baking powder.
Woo! We got baking powder.
You gotta have a good rise.
That should be a lot of rise. And then we're gonna mix this up, whisk it up.
Whisk it and make sure it gets all incorporated.
And what is the next step?
Now we're gonna start with the wet ingredients. We're gonna add the milk first. Then the oil. And then we're gonna add the egg. And once that's added, we're gonna go ahead and start whisking. You wanna make sure that everything is incorporated really well and the oil is blending with the milk and the egg. Once that's all whisked together, we're gonna go ahead and add our cheese. That's gonna make such yummy bread.
And there's a little bit extra here. You can never have too much cheese. All right, so I think I got all of the wet ingredients mixed up pretty well. Now we have to incorporate it with the dry ingredients.
Yes, it's time. Let me get it for us. All right, so here's the dry ingredients.
And we're going to take the wet ingredients and pour it right in here, correct?
Yes, sometimes it helps. Let me put in a little well here so it kind of gets spread through everything. There we go.
That's a nice well.
Yes.
All right, let me pour this in. Oh.
I hear it plop plop.
Plop plop. And now we're going to whisk this in. And how long are we going to whisk this for?
Just until it's all wet and blended. We don't want to overwork the flour. It's going to make our bread tough if we work it.
So we're not going to release the gluten.
Correct.
So now we blend it all together. Boy, it's really hard to do this.
Yeah, I think maybe a wooden spoon might work
Oh,
a little bit better.
she's testing me here. She knew better too.
Try that.
All right, so now, oh yeah, this is a much easier consistency.
A little firmer there.
It is.
So all that's gonna work. Everybody's measurements are a little bit different. You can weigh it and it's a little more consistent. Sometimes when you're working with breads, you need to just stop and think a minute. Do I have enough wet ingredients? And you might have to add another tablespoon of milk or a tablespoon of water, something to give it a little bit more moisture.
I think we need a little more moisture.
You need a little moisture. Let me get a little moisture for you. Okay.
Little moisture, please. That's a lot of moisture.
I think that'll work. It looked like it needed that much. Do you need a little more water or are you good?
That is the consistency I think it should be. Okay. Next step.
Next step is we are going to grease a large cast iron skillet because this is a skillet bread, so it's going to go in that.
All right, awesome. So now I'm going to butter up the pan and coat it with some nice butter so that our bread doesn't stick to it so much.
You want to make sure that you put a pretty heavy layer of your choosing of grease to grease this pan so that when you go to cut your bread and take it out, it slides out really well.
I think that is enough. We have some extra butter here, but that is enough. So we're going to take this,
yes,
blend, and add it to our skillet.
Add it and spread it out evenly.
So I will hold this if you...
Okay.
I told you it's a workout.
There we go.
There's a little bit left in there, yeah.
So now we're gonna spread this out in your pan, making sure that you have it as even as possible.
That keeps the thickness, which means it will cook evenly. And that's the most important thing when we do cooking, proportion sizes of what we're cutting. If we're cutting onions, they should be all the same size. If you're cutting celery, the same size. And in this case, the same thickness. How's that coming out? That looks like a nice mixed.
Yeah, the smells are what I have in my scent here going. I think this is gonna be delicious.
It looks delicious, and you're right, I smell it as well. The herbs are so strong.
The garlic.
Oh, and let's discuss what we did with our milk.
Oh, yeah,
We did a chef trick, so this is chef trick. What we did is we macerated the milk with onions and garlic beforehand, and we made a video of that, which will be on our channel. So if you want to see how to macerate milk into other blends, feel free to do so. And what that means in a nutshell is the milk now consumes the flavor of the garlic and the onions, which now is in this bread without onions or garlic. So people are going to say, hey, I taste all these flavors, but they're not in here. How did you do that? That's called macerating.
And the milk smells amazing once we boil the onions in it. It just takes on the flavor of whatever you want to give it.
All right, so what's the next step?
The next step is baking this.
Awesome, and we'll just put it in the oven?
Yes, at 350, it's already been preheated. I love this because it's a quick bread, so especially if you're making a good soup and you want something to go along with the soup that you're making.
To dip.
Yes, and you can alter the herbs and put any type of herbs you want in there to go along with your soup.
That's true. We put in an Italian base of herbs and some extra garlic, and we have the macerated milk with garlic, so it's going to be just a vampire fest here tonight. All right, we'll be back when we take this out. It has been about 18 minutes, and that is done, ready to come out. This is going to, oh, it smells so good in here. Wow, look at this beautiful color of bread.
Yeah, that's a beautiful brown.
That is gorgeous. So now we're going to let this sit in the pan for about 10 minutes or so.
10 minutes, let it cool down.
Let it cool down naturally, and then it's time to eat it with dinner or alone. You don't even need dinner. You just eat the bread.
By the smell of it, I would eat it alone.
All right, it's been about 10 minutes, and now it's time to cut the fruits of our labor. So we're deciding, we have a bread knife, and we have a pizza cutter. I'm going to think maybe the pizza cutter might be easiest, but maybe not. So we'll see what happens. We'll do it together. Oh, yeah, that's working.
That cut in perfect.
Oh my goodness. So that's the test.
Nice.
That is a perfect cut. I recommend using the pizza cutter.
That's it.
And then we'll go from this way. So we'll actually make it like a pizza. La 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 la.
And it has Italian seasoning, so it's probably appreciating that pizza cut.
Oh, do you smell? I hate to say it too, but
the crunch.
the smell is so good. All right, now let's get our, like a pie scooper, and let's see if this comes out. Oh, look how nice that is.
That is beautiful.
That is a beautiful piece of bread. Nice moisture, good texture. I think this is perfect. Oh, look how yummy. Wow, this is so fantastic looking.
It does look very good.
I think we get to the fire quickly. We will see you soon. Hey everybody, we are now by the fire and we're getting ready to eat our
Skillet bread with cheese and herbs.
And as you can see here, we have these beautiful pieces. Oh, they're a little warm. These beautiful pieces of bread. They took on a wonderful color, a great aroma, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into these.
Okay, here we go.
All right, I cheers to you for the fruits of our labor.
Cheers.
Chink. Mmm.
Oh, wow.
Mm. Can't talk yet. Mm.
It has a nice, with the garlic and the Italian seasoning and the onion milk, a very nice Italian type dish.
Yep.
I think.
I can see uses for this. If you just spread some butter on it, would be a treat. I can say that. You could probably make this thinner because it doesn't rise, and you could add sauce to it. Maybe some fresh mozzarella, some basil, maybe some olive oil on top, and then bake it. Oh my gosh, you could do
a really good little mini pizza
it
dish.
would. Oh yeah, the consistency of this is fabulous for even a dough base. So I say this is a very easy recipe to give a try because you're going to find it to be very, very nice.
It has a little bit of a biscuit texture because it's a quick bread and it's not with a yeast.
Correct.
But you could put any herbs that you want in this and it could become anything you wanted it to be. And it would absorb the liquid, like if you were using it for a soup to dunk in or something like that, this would absorb the texture really well, the liquid.
Yeah, and do you taste a hint of the onion? Because we have that onion inside of the milk. Too long. We can't do that. Hold on.
You can ask that. Crispy good?
Yeah. You know, I'm tasting a hint of that onion when we macerated the milk. How do you taste the onion in there?
I taste a little bit, but it doesn't overpower it. It just kind of blends with the other seasonings that we have.
Like another level.
Yes.
So we've created another layer of flavor, which to me, that's the beauty of cooking, the layers of flavor.
Definitely.
All right, well, I say this is a hit. It's definitely a very easy bread to do, so give it a try. And as always, if you like what we're doing, please feel free to subscribe. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll get to see whenever we post new videos.
I would also love if you guys would comment on these recipes when you're trying them. Let us know how they turned out for you. If you use different herbs, different cheeses, anything, and let us know how you use this recipe.
Oh, fantastic. You have a great day. Thanks for joining us.